Well, it's November 18th, a Wednesday, and I'm at Lurleen State Park, named after George Wallace's wife, who succeeded him after he exhausted his term limits as governor of Alabama. She was elected governess. I don't know if that's a proper word, but anyway. So anyway, she died in office, and they named this park after her 4 years later. They renamed the park. So here we are, and I'm flying. It's probably about I don't know 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's very very brilliant sunshine. I didn't realize until I got the drone in the air that there are a few obstacles. I'm actually in a campsite right below where my camper is parked, and you'll see that later. And the sun is absolutely brilliant. In fact, I should have probably waited another hour or so because there's just too much contrast. And I've learned not to fly into the sun because the drone thinks the sun is an obstacle. And so anyway, you'll notice later that I avoid going. Uh, I bring it around until you get the really effects of the glare of the sun, and at that point, I turn it around. So anyway, here's the terrain. This is the extent of the lake that I can't really look at too closely because of the direction of the sun. Here we are. You'll see that its glare comes in on the left. And my spur of the lake is on the other side of a bridge that one needs to cross in order to get into the campground. A little bit later, I'll show you the lay of the land here. Um, so this is my spur of the uh, lake and the campground spur. Still just brilliant sunshine, lots of stark shadows. So I'm going to swing it around and take a look at the entrance to the park. And here we are back with the glare coming around from the other direction. But if I point it straight down, now there are a bunch of campers or, RVs that are parked there. And I was wondering, well, maybe they just park them through the week and then come on weekends and pull their RV out and camp for the weekend and then go back, park it again and go back to work. I don't know. Maybe it's a seasonal thing. Maybe they park them here all winter. I don't know. So anyway, what we're going to look at here is the park entrance right there. That's the park entrance in the center of the video. That's where you enter and say, okay, I have a reservation for tonight. Here's a fishing dock, and there are a couple of people down there actually fishing. If you see shadows of little things in the yard or wherever, those are actually Christmas decorations. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the pandemic or something. Or maybe it's because I'm in the deep south and it doesn't feel like winter at all. But anyway, they've got all their Christmas decorations up here in the park, and it's kind of nice. So there's the bridge that you have to cross to get into the campground. Now, one thing I hadn't noticed, ducks. Okay, well, we'll go with the ducks then. I was going to say one thing I hadn't noticed was the electrical wires, but we'll see those in a few minutes. So here are 3 ducks. I think they caught on that the drone was was there, and they're sort of like trying to get away from it or avoiding it a little bit. So they go over to this branch, and there are 6 other ducks on the other side of the branch. Now I love to follow anything that moves, so I'll follow kids with all-terrain vehicles, 4-wheeled vehicles. I'll follow bicyclists. I'll follow anything that runs, like a cow or whatever. So here come the 6 ducks over to greet the 3 other ducks. Well, let's go down and see if we can get a closer look. Maybe not. Well, at this time, I'm starting to think, maybe it's time to come home. Think about getting past those electrical wires and everything. And normally, I would let the drone land itself, because that's usually much more reliable than landing it by hand. This time, for reasons unknown, I decided to land it by hand. So there are the electrical wires, you can see. And let's see what we can do here. I bring it down. Now, my camper is right in the center. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. That square white thing, that's my camper right there in that clearing, right there. Okay, that's my camper. And I've just walked down the hill to fly this thing. So yeah, okay. Well, maybe, yeah, let's take a look at where we're going to land. There are the ducks again. Okay. I always land backwards, always land backwards. So here we go. And there it is. And thank you for watching.